From South Florida in chilly January to sunny Central California here in early September, the 2016 Mazda Road to Indy season has been 10 months of hard work, lots of traveling, but most of all, plenty of great racing out on the track. Despite the sprints to the checkered flag every weekend in all three of the championship series, the Mazda Road to Indy truly is a marathon designed to test both teams and drivers every step of the way. It's been a very memorable, a very fun, and a very fast 2016 season. So with all that said, let's get the final weekend of racing started. Welcome to Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Welcome to the Soul Red finale. Welcome to Road to Indy TV. When you look back on the season, what's one of those amazing memories that you can't believe happened?
You definitely can't put down the win at Indianapolis. You know, having my family and to do it in front of my sponsors and all of my family was a very memorable moment, and I was so happy to do it, and that for me was the big highlight of the season, and I think that's what sort of got the ball rolling into the few wins that I've had this year.
Oh man, it'd have to be hands down riding the Freedom 100 and at the Speedway, for sure. I mean, it's one of those things you look up to as a kid. You're like, oh man, finally get to go 200 miles an hour flat out around Indianapolis. That's by far the coolest thing ever.
Guys, 2016 is almost over. Last race of the season. What's been your favorite part of 2016, Mr. Gavin?
Well, a lot of things have begun and ended for me, and I think my favorite part was actually the start of 2016. Yeah, the start was joining J Motorsport. You know, I've grown a liking to them, and you know the whole family outfit's been amazing, and we've had sort of a roller coaster year. But you know, joining them and being good friends with them is the biggest thing for me.
How about you, Robert? Favorite part of 2016 when you look back on the season?
I'd have to also say it was the beginning of the season with my two podiums at St. Pete and Barber. You know, just to get those podiums early on, just to kind of prove myself, show what Team Pelfrey was capable of. And I mean, that was just such an awesome 2 rounds.
Oh, and probably becoming such great friends. That's got to be a favorite part of 2016 too, right?
Yeah, definitely, especially after Ohio where we hit each other. that was
yeah,
the height.
like now we're cuddling.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, whoa. Oh.
My favorite memory here in 2016 should be Road America. First time on the podium. Absolutely, in that race on the range should be amazing records for me.
Will, 2016, one of your favorite memories, buddy?
For sure, I gotta say race 2 at Mid-Ohio. It was for sure the best race I've ever driven in my life. I was competing for the win. I didn't get the win. I came up just a little bit short, but everything else was perfect. It was such a great race, lots of great passes, and it started raining a little bit, and I just never had more of an exhilarating time in a race car. It was wheel to wheel the entire time, and it was crazy. So I love that. That's my best memory from 2016 so far.
Being a leader of the championship before the Indy 500, so I could do the lap in Freedom 100. I think was definitely that was one of the best moments. You know, to see all the people in the Freedom 100 and do the lap. Yeah, I think that is one of the most memorable moments I'm gonna have in my career.
Making an outside pass on my teammate in Toronto and getting the win for all the Canadians back home. That was something I'll remember for a long time to come.
Definitely my favorite memory this year was at Iowa, making that pass on the last lap on the outside and in between 2 cars in turn 1 and 2. So yeah, that definitely was probably my favorite memory. You know, having lost the lead, you know, midway through the race, you know, battling through traffic and then finally getting it on the last lap. That was just the best feeling ever.
My favorite memory is definitely sweeping the weekend at Mid-Ohio. I love that track. We've been working so hard with the team to finally get that win, so it was great to offer that to them.
My most favorite memory from this past season, 2016, is the past 7 days. The win in Indy Lights at Watkins Glen, and then getting to test a Verizon IndyCar with Ed Carpenter Racing yesterday. It's just been a Christmas miracle all week long for me. So being here at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, I have a focus to try to win these 2 races, have the best finish possible, and just go on and try to get to the IndyCar Series next year.
Laguna Seca. In Spanish, it translates to dry lake. Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca was built in 1957 around a dried-out lake bed in Monterey, California. At 2.2 miles long, the track boasts a walloping 180 feet of elevation change. From the Andretti hairpin in turn number 1 to the Ray Hall straightaway connecting turns 6 and 7, Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca is truly steeped in American open-wheel racing history. And then there is the corkscrew, arguably the most well-known, if not the most technically challenging turn in all of racing. The corkscrew is the ultimate test of a driver's skill and of an engineer's setup. Mazda Raceway, the perfect place to crown this season's champions. Welcome to our driver interview here on Road to Indy TV. We're at the beautiful Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca and at possibly the most enjoyable spot to watch the race from, on top of the hill between corkscrew and the final combination of corners. I'm on top of the hill tonight with Pabst Racing drivers Jordan Lloyd, everybody's favorite Australian, and Garth Rickards. Guys, how you doing?
Good. Yeah, pretty good.
Jordan, we know you are from Toowoomba, Australia. Can you say something in Australian for me?
G'day. Crikey.
G'day and crikey. Garth, you are from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. That's a unique town name.
Yeah, you know, I don't know why they named it, but we drop a wrench every New Year's, so I guess there's a lot of mechanics there.
You drop a wrench every New Year's?
Oh yeah, in Town Square.
What'd you do growing up in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania?
Not much. It's a big football and hockey area, so I grew up playing ice hockey. Dirt racing is huge there, and you drive 10 minutes in any direction, there's a track. Other than that, just hanging out with the Amish, you know, eating their awesome pie and sitting on their rocker chairs.
Really? Just hanging out with the Amish and assimilating with the culture?
Yeah.
Have you ever pretended to be Amish?
Maybe once or twice.
We don't need to go into that unless you really want to.
No, I think we're good.
And self-incrimination is not supported here.
My name was Jacob.
Jordan, all the way over from Australia, this is a topic I always bring up with our international drivers. What's some of the things that just stick out in your mind about the United States?
Oh, you know, the freedom. No, it's it's pretty good. I mean, obviously you have some of the world-class tracks here, so that's obviously a pretty big thing on my list, I think.
But I mean, I'm talking more like culture, and one of the big things we always get is you guys eat so much.
Yeah, I mean, I can challenge most Americans to
Australians
food.
grub.
Yeah, we eat a lot of food.
Australians can grub.
Well, bloody oath we do.
The Bushmen.
Yeah.
Kangaroo meat.
Yeah. For days, man.
Really?
Days, yeah.
They're not endangered? Have you seriously eaten kangaroo?
Huh? Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How is it?
Delicious.
What's it taste like?
Chicken.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
When you do go back home to Toowoomba, am I saying that right?
Not really, no. But
okay, well say it right.
Toowoomba. Toowoomba.
What am I saying?
Toowoomba.
Toowoomba.
That's it.
Toowoomba.
Yeah.
When you go home to Toowoomba, what do you like to do?
You know, work, because I have to. Not that I like doing it, but
you're a painter.
That's what I have to do. Actually, I think I've upgraded a little bit. I now sell the paint instead of actually putting it on. So.
Oh, so you've kind of changed professions since we spoke to you
at
testing.
For me, I think that's a pretty good upgrade, but you know, it pays the bills.
Garth, you're a different 22-year-old. We are.
Now.
Oh, so we're the same age.
He's getting old.
And you are we may be the same age numerically, but you're just so much farther down the road of life. You're driving race cars, you have a home, and
that's new.
You're engaged.
Yep.
What is life like at that hyperspeed?
Well, it slowed down a little bit the past 5 weeks.
Really?
Well, yeah, we didn't have any races.
True.
I was sitting at home selling cars, putting IKEA furniture together because that's all I can afford. So just trying to get used to thinking about someone else and just not myself all the time.
Oh, I could never do it.
Yeah.
I could never do it.
It's difficult.
I'm sure it is. Tell me about it. I mean, I want to know about the proposal. I want to know, did she say yes the first time, the second time, the seventh time?
Well, yeah, it was really confusing because she wasn't saying anything. And I was like, yes, no, why are you crying? What's going on here? You know, and then she said yes, so it was good.
Jordan, as your teammate, Garth Rickards here has proposed and gone into home ownership and all these crazy, scary parts of life. What are you doing when you're not selling paint? I mean, are you
selling more paint?
Wow, selling more paint and winning races, right?
Pretty well, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's doing pretty good. I gotta say.
Are you gonna come to the wedding?
Oh, I mean, if I'm invited. Yeah, we'll see. I'm invited.
Pressure's on. Yeah. You gonna invite your teammate?
I have to ask the missus.
With your team owner, we were talking about this on the ride up, guys, and Jordan, you said it really is like a family. Augie Pabst and Pabst Racing. Tell me about the environment over there. It looks like so much fun to race for Augie and his team.
Yeah, you know, it's we all mesh pretty well together, I think. We can all, you know, no matter how the weekends turned out, we can always have a joke and,
you know, smile and do all that sort of stuff, and obviously hang out a fair bit as well. So that was pretty good.
When you got off the podium at Ohio a few weeks ago, you said you were going to go have a PBR. Pabst Blue Ribbon, maybe the most American beer ever.
Oh, dude, America.
Is that Pabst truck filled with some Pabst Blue Ribbon?
I wish it was. There's not enough.
There's never enough. When you guys are in California, it sounds like you enjoy the scenery.
Oh, I love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Any particular scenery?
It's a good view up here, but
big mountains?
Yeah. Oh, huge.
Big mountains
Massive.
of California?
Massive.
This is my first time here, so
what do you think of it?
It's pretty good. I think it's all right. Very sandy. That's all I'll say.
Just a sandy state. In Southern California, it's sandier.
Oh, there you go.
Or if you go to the beach, there's a lot of sand.
You ever seen those commercials, Captain Obvious?
That's me.
You could star in it.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for the time. It's beautiful.
Yes.
We're going to now see who can roll down the hill like a barrel the fastest. Jordan thinks he can.
Me for days.
Me for days. For our Urban Dictionary word of the week here on Road to Indy TV.
What are we going to use?
I'm Tony Laporta. This has been my Pabst Racing fam.
Squad.
Fam squad.
Fam squad.
Look it up on Urban Dictionary. Again, Jordan, Lloyd, and Garth Rickards. Guys, thanks for being my fam squad. The Cooper Tires USF 2000 Grand Prix of Monterey, powered by Mazda, saw a return to the top of the podium for Arms Up Motorsports and their driver, Victor Franzoni, this weekend. The Brazilian driver was untouchable as he scored the wins in both races while keeping the title fight between Anthony Martin and Parker Thompson behind him on track. As Franzoni would close out the season with 2 big wins, Cape Motorsports with Wayne Taylor Racing drivers Parker Thompson and Anthony Martin would swap the flanking steps on the podium between the 2 races on the weekend. In the end, though, Anthony Martin's second place finish on Sunday in the final race of 2016 was enough to earn him the USF 2000 championship. The triple-header Pro Mazda Grand Prix of Monterey presented by Allied Building Products had a little bit of everything this weekend. Race 1 on Saturday saw pole sitter Aaron Telitz and his Team Pelfrey teammate, as well as championship rival Pato O'Ward, battle following a late race green and white flag restart. Telitz stole the lead off the initial restart from Pato, but O'Ward would stay calm and regain the lead later in the lap, holding off Telitz for the win. Race 2 was not as clean of an affair. Contact between the 2 drivers on the opening lap would force O'Ward to pit lane to repair extensive damages. As O'Ward lost laps due to the repairs, Telitz was awarded a drive-through penalty for the contact. Picking up the pieces left behind at the front were the Juncos Racing drivers Nico DePero and Jake Parsons, as well as the third Team Pelfrey driver, TJ Fisher. Following a full course caution resulting from Fisher and Parsons getting together on the exit of the corkscrew, DePero would hold off his teammate Will Owen for his first win of 2016, while Nico Jamin completed the podium in third for Cape Motorsports with Wayne Taylor Racing. The final race of the triple header was a calm one Sunday afternoon. Telitz got out to an early lead and would stay there. Scoring his 7th win of 2016 earned Aaron Telitz the championship trophy in Pro Mazda.
This day wasn't ours, and we showed pace and we were really fast, but it was unfortunate in race 2 that I was pretty much in the lead already, and then I got punted by my teammate, and then couldn't really fight for anything in the race. I just had to come into the pits, and they had to redo my car and everything. And then race 3, the car started to get worse and worse and worse over the course. So I started wondering what it was, and then in one lap I just came to the corkscrew, and then my left tire wasn't on the tarmac and it was in the air. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm not sad. I mean, I'm proud of myself. I think that I did a really good job this season, and without all the faulting that we have today, I think we could have fought that championship. But that's not the case, and Aaron won. So
Tension hung thick in the air throughout the pit area for the Mazda Indy Lights Grand Prix of Monterey presented by Cooper Tires this weekend. Juncos Racing driver Kyle Kaiser would make easy work of race 1 on Saturday as he drove from the pole position to win the penultimate race of 2016. Ed Jones of Carlin would finish second in that race, giving him the edge in the championship fight over Schmidt-Peterson Motorsports' Santiago Urrutia, while Belardi's Zach Veach completed the podium in third. The final race of 2016 for the top drivers on the Mazda Road to Indy Sunday was dramatic, controversial, and surprising. Jones would lead the field to the last green flag of the season, while Urrutia was right behind on the grid in third. The flag dropped and the fight was on. Zach Veach forced the issue off the start coming out of turn 2, resulting in Jones losing not only the race lead, but opening the door for Urrutia to go by on the inside for second. Kyle Kaiser and Jones's teammate Felix Sorales would also pass, leaving Jones in 5th at the end of the opening lap.
Today we had the pace to win, but some drivers took advantage of my situation and put in very risky moves which would never work in a normal circumstance, but they knew they could do it to me today.
The race continued with no shuffling among the top 5. As the race neared the end, it was clear to everyone that if Urrutia and Jones finished where they currently ran on track, the championship point tally would end in a dead tie. And the tiebreaker of most race wins over the season would go to Santiago Urrutia. On the final lap of the race, with Urrutia cruising to a P2 finish, Felix Sorales' number 4 Carlin car slowed just enough to allow Jones by for the 4th position. With the extra spot gained on track, Jones would earn enough points to grab the championship over Urrutia by a mere 2 points.
Extremely proud of the team. We were down yesterday after losing points and losing the lead, and came back and fought really hard. Had a great car, made a great start. Santi did everything we asked him to do, so it's disappointing. We race straight up here in the U.S., and all my life I have wanted to emulate Trevor Carlin and his championships and his successes and everything, but after today I think I've lost complete respect. So that's the way they do things in Europe, but that's not the way we do things here.
Zach Veach earned his 3rd win of 2016, while Kyle Kaiser ended a banner weekend in Monterey on the podium in 3rd.
Out there at the end of the last race today that saw you move to the side during the last lap, anything specific go wrong with the car?
No.
Okay.
Thank you. We won. That's it.
Where are you from again?
Uruguay.
Uruguay. The 2016 Mazda Road to Indy season is now complete. It was a fantastic Soul Red finale here at the beautiful Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca. But just like that, the season is over. And so now we leave you, not with an Urban Dictionary word of the week as we have done in the past. The only words I'll leave you with this time are thank you. Thanks to all of the drivers, teams, and most of all you, the viewers, for tuning in and keeping up with all of this great racing action every step of the way. We've had a blast bringing it to you, and we hope you've enjoyed it. So, for everybody at Road to Indy TV, I'm Tony Laporta saying thank you, and we'll see you down the road.